All right. Hi, good morning. I'm just finishing up getting ready for the day, so I thought I'd bring you along on this Sunday. I am still trying to get moved in and unpacked. As most of you know, we got started. Just excuse the hair, but we're gonna do something about that in a minute. So here we go. I'm just gonna do my quick skincare routine. It's nothing fancy. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. Usually I take a shower, but I only shower about every other day or every couple days because I have severely dry skin. If you saw my cuticles, you would know. But let's get started. Let me grab my face wash. I make my own face wash using essential oils, so this has lasted me probably a good 3 or 4 months already. And I just kind of give it a shake. It's a foaming face wash, but I like the yellowy, fuzzy, foamy look. And usually it's in the shower, as I said, but on days I don't shower, I bring it out here to use it. So let this water warm up a little bit and we'll wash our face and do all that. And actually I'll have the water warm up a little bit and wet down my hair first. It's the nice part about having short hair. You can use a little tiny towel and just boom, you're done. You don't need a whole lot of effort. And I am not put on a bunch of makeup, do a bunch of fancy schmancy stuff. So if you're looking for somebody who does a lot of, glam and glitz, I call it, you're at the wrong location. I haven't worn makeup in over 2 years. Eventually I might go back to wearing a little makeup, but right now, you know what, I'm just doing life. All I'm doing is just doing life. And then after we do that, we put on our face oil. And this is just a carrier oil, jojoba oil, and frankincense. This frankincense is really good for your skin as well as anti-aging. This is all I use, guys. I don't use anything else. I don't have a ton of product. I'm not necessarily a minimalist, but I keep getting rid of stuff, so eventually I will become have less stuff, not necessarily be a minimalist, but I have less product or less junk, whatever you want to call it. Although it's not really junk, it's just my stuff will be what I consider not needed or whatever, be somebody else's glorious find. And you're gonna see me use a lot of frankincense, guys. I do. Specifically because I've had some really good, I have some really good personal testimony about frankincense oil. But that's for another day, another dollar. We're not talking oils today. Although you hear me mention them. I already did, the other oils and all that other stuff. I've already done all that. I need to buy more lotion. I need to place an order with Young Living. So it's gonna get a little wild, but I just gotta brush my teeth and I'm ready for the day. This is like a 2-minute morning routine, guys. Skip the 5 minutes, go straight to 2. Because this does not take long. I'm very minimalist when it comes to my skincare. I have very dry skin, so using an oil doesn't bother me. My skin absorbs it like it's nothing. is the size of my morning routine, or what I do in the bathroom in the mornings. That's it. That's all she wrote. Nothing fancy. So let's get started with our day, because I have a lot to get done today. I'm going to give you a little tour of what's been going on so far, what I've got done. The bathroom it's not neat and tidy yet. Specifically, there's some things I still want to do, but it's set. I'll show you that later. Okay, let's turn this camera around. This is my hallway. This is going to be an entryway table. That will be my door. In the spring and summer, or at least when it's not raining or snowy, I have another access door I can use. I rent for my mother. This is an apartment just newly built, just newly put together by her. So I have another door I can use when it's wet and rainy. So I go out in the garage. The garage, and I don't have to walk through the rain or whatever. But when it's nice out, I'll use this door to go in and out of, because this is an entry door, exit door type thing, whatever. So that will be used. I just used a really pretty command hook to hang my coat on. Kind of keeps it up off the ground, keeps it from being just thrown somewhere. I gotta wash this door down. It's pretty disgusting, but I'll do that later. So my entry table, basically, my entry table has these totes in it, and it's just gonna hold my shoes and stuff, so they're not in my closet. They're here. I can come here, find the shoes I want to wear, put them on. These things will not be here. These are old photo albums. Some of these are. This one specifically is from high school, from my junior year. So, yeah, very old, because I'm old. But that's okay. You'll see me have multiple diffusers around my house, or in my apartment. I try to put one in every room. I will get all those up and going later and share with you what I put in them. Some of this is storage, stuff I'll go through later. I just am right now trying to get everything put together and looking nice. My mom has said we're going to have a family birthday party on her birthday this next month, and everybody's going to come see the apartment. So I'm just trying to get stuff put away so it looks nice and ready to go. This is all stuff I still got to go through and put away and figure out storage for. The bedroom, I don't like this. It was just to get stuff off my bed last night. I will make that look nicer. Again, another diffuser. The first diffuser you saw is not from Young Living. It's from Avon. This one is from Young Living. I love this little guy. I have an obsession with owls, as you'll find out. I do need to do some organization over there, clean it up, make it look nice. But this is just trying to get everything go. I am going to get a tension rod put here and find a curtain that will look nice and be, fit. I have another bedspread. I'm going to take this one off. It's okay, but it's not my favorite. It was a couple years ago, but I have one I want to put on here that I think will make the room look more cohesive. So then, as we walk this way, all this stuff's got to be gone through and put away and taken care of and sorted, whatever. The guy that's been doing the work for my mom's coming back on Monday. He's going to put the granite on these countertops, so I'll have more countertop space. Right now I'm kind of limited. We have a washer and dryer there. My table sits here. So my laundry room, kitchen are kind of mixed, but that's fine. That counter will become a counter to fold clothes on once it's got countertop on it. So that'll be great. Just somewhere to fold the clothes. This little white cabinet is actually my laundry basket for dirty laundry when I come out here to wash. So it's not sitting all over the floor. I just put them in put it in there according to loads. So like I think there's towels in here right now. Oh no, there's clothes in here. And a bed ruffle that's going to go on my bed. So that's how I do that. Hold on a minute. I got my fur babies yelling at me. Oh, they're fine. I don't know what they're yelling about. They probably think they need food. We've started a new system. They're not out of food yet. I'm not giving them but a cup and a half a day because that thing needs to go on a diet. So The floors are epoxy flooring. Can you say hi, Middies? Mitts, say hi. Say hi to the say hi to the peoples. Yeah, you guys are needy this morning. And then this is the kitchen area. So these are new cabinets. There's a refrigerator. This is the pantry. It's not organized. That will be a whole nother video and project. The top is. The top looks great. I have done the whole command hook inside because we're slimming down what we got. Want to keep it simple. I store that stuff there just because this is the longest cabinet, and this stuff in the back isn't. It's kind of long-term storage. It doesn't get used a lot, but it's there when I need it. These I'll start using more, but it's just me now, so I don't have kids at home, so it's not organized by no means, you guys. I've got to take care of this. This is a whole project, but for now it's just in there. And then I put this in here to give more space and more storage. I just got to make it make sense. There's my small deep freeze. This is going to be storage. I know it's kind of black and it's kind of a monster in the room at this point, but it's going to be excess storage and just kind of somewhere to put stuff because this is a small space with not a lot. I have no upper cabinets. If you look, there are no upper cabinets at all. So we've got just this, okay? Well, that's under the kitchen, so that's, you know, obviously not going to have food under there. The guy's going to put that back on. But that's that, okay? They took away one drawer because I wanted a double, we wanted a double sink, and then these cabinets. And you think, oh, she's got a cabinet right here. No, I love this. This is probably my favorite part. But anyway, let me get started with getting some things done. And I'm just going to set you up here, and we'll probably have to fast forward through some of this. Let me turn the, probably have to fast forward through some of this. My editor will, because y'all don't want to just watch me walk around the room very much. So we're going to get started. First of all, if you see, I don't get the right spot. There we go. If you see my table, Mittens, get down. Bubba, be quiet. Let me move stuff around a lot because I'm not sure where everything's going at this point. Our local grocery store does list pads for keeping track of what groceries you need, and I'm going to use this today and start my next grocery list. I just ordered groceries, so I do not need anything, but I can start keeping track of what I do need. If you look above, the ceiling looks really funny. There's not a lot they can do for it. One, it would take away space. Two, there's a lot of piping up there and stuff they'd have to work around. So it just is the ugly thing in the room, but it's fine. If I don't look up enough, you'll see it in one of the videos than I see it in real life. So the kitchen doesn't look too bad. I just need to get my vitamins and stuff together. And make some thing warm to drink. Now, let's get back to the fact that I do not drink coffee. Once in a while I'll have a coffee, I'm not gonna lie. It's not like I don't drink it all, but I'm trying to get rid of it completely again. I went without coffee and pop for over a year. Best thing I did for myself. And then like a dummy, I went back to drinking it. So except for the little small cans of pop once in a blue moon, I do not drink pop. I had one coffee yesterday, early evening, because I was tired, but I didn't want to go to bed super early because I want to get my body back into a schedule, because I do go back to work on Monday, or Tuesday. I took a 4-day weekend off. So I want to get my body back into a rhythm. So I'm going to make some what I call coffee. It's actually Ticino tea, not sponsored, but I love them. They have organic teas, all natural organic teas, and they have some that are very much are similar to, very similar to coffee. So I call it my coffee. This is my coffee. Love this company. But let me get that started. Oh, I should show you guys my coffee drawer. I'm kind of excited about this. So I have a Food Ninja and a juicer on that shelf. And down here, I do a lot of pour over coffee. I have my pour over coffee stuff. I have several different types of, I have a couple presses, my pour over coffee deal, which is actually my favorite juice. And then I have some of these. This is from Avon. It's the blender bottles. And I use that in the mornings too, but I'm not doing that this morning. I will show you a routine I do during the week sometime. This is just my, oh hey, join me for the day. Let's go back to making my coffee. If you do not have a tea kettle, you need one. They are the best. Typically I put bottled water in this, but I don't have my big bottle of water. Not sure where it's at right now. Or maybe I'm out, so. I typically do bottled water though, because we have very hard water, so. Woo, that was up close and personal. Sorry to get in your space like that. Get my water heating up. Get my tea made for the morning. So that I can get going with my day and get stuff done. And I do not measure anything. I just figure it out. And I don't like these plastic the tape reseal things. So I always put it in another baggie and a Ziploc just to hold the freshness a little better. I have not fully gotten this kitchen set up. I thought I liked the way it looked, but I really don't. So we're gonna revamp this at some point. But right now I'm just trying to get my what I call coffee. It's not coffee. It's but I call it coffee. Anyway, that is that. And this is probably going to sit down in that drawer I showed you, just because that's where I'll go to reach for it. And honestly, you guys, I drink something warm every morning. It's usually the tea I showed you, or a green tea. I'll take this glass, or this thermal from Caribou, to work with a hot tea in it. In my tea, I put in essential oil. Even in this one, I'll put in essential oil. If I use a creamer of any sort, I use this almond milk creamer. Otherwise, I don't always do this. But I use an essential oil in there because this helps with controlling your appetite. And I thought, that doesn't really, no, probably not. But this actually works. So I like that for me. Trying to lose weight, get healthier. So anyway, let's get on with the day. I just had to wipe out the sink a little bit. I used some cleaner on it last night, and it was kind of, I still had a film. The sink was very like coffee stained or tea stained or something, and I have a cleaner that I really like that made it look like new, honestly. So, today's goal, number one goal, is I'm going to do something space to make it more functional and figure it out, because I have an Instapot and an air fryer to go up on this counter, and this is the only counter space I have, hence the black beast in the room. So I need to figure that out because I use my air fryer a lot. The only plug-in is right over there. So it's just a matter of, you know, kind of figuring out where I want stuff and how I want stuff to go. Oops, excuse the noise I'm making. I'm trying to situate this. There we go. So I got to figure that out because that's the only plug-in I have. So we're going to work some magic, and I'll be back to show you the finished project later. It's been a hot minute since I checked in, but I wanted to check in and say I've been kind of all over the board. I mean, I kind of worked on the kitchen. I kind of worked on other stuff as well. So I haven't got a lot done in the kitchen, honestly. It's just little things that don't make a huge impact, really. I wanted to show you this, though, because I hung something on cement walls, which I kind of like it. My kitchen, my rules. And you can hang stuff on cement walls. Just use command adhesives. It works wonderful. But anyway, I just kind of decluttered, organized, I got my air fryer in place. That's kind of where I want it to sit. Like I said, that's the only plug-in. So I can start prepping some food for this week. Little tip for you. These are granite countertops, but I do this on any countertop. These little plastic flimsy cutting mats from Dollar Tree are great for protecting your counters. Just lay them on the counter, and then anytime you cut, you don't have to worry about cutting the counter or cutting, ruining the counter at all, scratching it, anything like that. This project over here, it's going to be a little bit, because I think I want to use, I think I've got some small baskets I can use to make it look a little prettier and not so black and, gross. Honestly, I'm saying it's gross. You can agree with me, and that's fine. That light switch there you see is not for a light switch. That's for a fan for the stove. So anyway, let's move on to another part of the house. I did the bathroom. Got some things done in there. So yes, we're working. I moved some things out of the bathroom as well. So I got rid of that big bulky laundry basket. I didn't like it sitting here. It just took up too much walk space. So what we did, I'd gotten a basket from a friend of mine, hello, that was full of stuff for a housewarming gift. And I decided that I was going to use that in another way. So I lined it with a trash sack, and I stuck it in here, because obviously I take showers, and baths in here, so why not have the dirty clothes basket in here? And then, you guys, multi-purpose. I don't use a lot of paper towels. I use more rags than anything. That's a paper towel holder, so I'm just using it for my toilet paper holder. Works perfect. I hung these. Didn't know where else to hang them, and these little white things, I want to hang them above the toilet. So that's that. And I just this isn't too cleaned up right now. But this is what this looks like. And as you can see, I've got owls sitting everywhere. There's a little owl over there. That's all my oils. My diffuser right now has, I believe it's lemon and peppermint in it. The two combined, I like the way they smell. And yes, I have cats, and I had to be careful with essential oils and pets. But I do not lock them in a room or keep them in close proximity to any of the oils. They have free reign of the entire house. And I do try to be very careful what I diffuse, but also give them open space to run so they're not trapped. This is the state of my living room, and trying to get it organized, because I have a living room, which I need to finish, and then I have an office space. And I do not like that sitting next to this, because it just looks really tacky. So I'm going to raise the shelves in there, adjust them, so that I can put for now, the printer, because it's not plugged in. I don't know where I'm going to plug it into. All of that stuff under one of those shelves, so it's not sitting here, because it just looks really blah. This will be organized and shut at some point. That is my granddaughter's toy box and her toys, some of the bigger ones, and then her toy box, which is not even organized at all. Some of the stuff you might see in here, like this, or some of this stuff, This was actually mine when I was little, when I was a baby. Yes, I was old enough to be in cloth diapers and plastic pants. And so are my kids. But anyway, this will be a whole nother project I'll share with you later. Living room is the next place I'm going to tackle today. I'm going to turn some music on and just go to town. I got my plethora of cups over there from last night. And my dessert, which was a little too much keto friendly. Yeah, I kind of ate the whole thing. These Halo 360s, I really like them. They're, I believe, if I remember correctly, they're keto friendly. They're 0 to low sugar, and I'm on a detox program, so I'm cutting sugars, especially added. So I try to use 2% or less in sugar. If it's got more than 2% of sugar, I try to stay away from it. And definitely no added sugars. I looked at a can of vegetables yesterday and promptly gave them away. You would think that there wouldn't be a lot of sugars or sugar added to canned goods, but apparently they think that's a great idea, because I found some canned vegetables. Don't remember what it was, but it was like 28 grams of sugar, and I'm like, nope, sorry. Whatever. Gotten really good at watching sugars. So that's been fun. But anyway, on to the rest of the day. It's kind of, that's been what I've been working on, you guys. And I'm going to kind of stop this video here. I know it's been a lot of me talking and not a lot of action being seen. But I'm just getting into this YouTube thing. Not really good at it right now, but bear with me. Things will get better as I get more experienced and get a better idea of how I want to do things and what I want to do. So y'all have a good day. Happy Sunday. Hope you enjoy your Sunday afternoon. Bye-bye.